More training, more reps, more hours on the ball. If that was the solution, your child will be already playing with confidence. Here's what actually missing. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Valentino Di Lorenzo and I run a mental performance coaching program called the Lorenzo Soccer Mindset. And it's a program for elite young athletes between the ages of 8 to 17. And we have worked with over 600 players, just like your son or daughter. And what I'm about to share is the conversation most coaches will never have with you. Practice doesn't fix fear. I want you to think about something for a second. Your child knows how to play. They've been training for years. They have the technical skills. Their coaches know it too. You know it. And yet, game day comes and that player disappears. Here's what that tells you. The problem is not skill. It never was. You can't practice your way out of a mental block. No amount of extra shooting drills will fix a child who shuts down after one mistake. No amount of conditioning will help a kid who is already playing for the approval of the parent, for the parent on the sideline, instead of playing their own game. I had a dad reach out to me. His name is Tom. His son, Nate, was 11 years old. Nate was technically gifted, trained 5 times a week. But Tom told me his own teammates were telling me to stop being so negative. He wasn't having fun. He was playing in fear. More practice wasn't the answer. 4 weeks into the program, people were stopping Tom at games asking what happened to Nate. He was a completely different player. If you want to see the testimonial, go on my Instagram page or my website. You can find all the testimonials that I'm about to share. Because we didn't fix his technique. We fixed his relationship with mistakes. We fixed the voice in his head, not negative anymore. We rewired that belief that one bad touch meant he was a bad player. And that's the work practice will never do. Let me give you a few more examples from families I work with. Andrew was 16 years old from Mayo Park. You are a great player, but after one mistake, his coach had to immediately sub him out. He would completely shut down and carry that mistake for an entire week. More practice did not help. After working with us, he had one of the best seasons, 8 goals and 5 assists. Alberto, another kid, was 11 years old, constantly second-guessing himself. 2 weeks in our program, not 8 weeks, not 5 months. 2 weeks in the program, he was making better decisions on the field, starting getting tryouts, invites from other clubs. And his mom, they're currently still in our program, in the elite program continuation. She was so impressed. For Tom, 8-year-old from Dubai with ADHD, autism, anxious against bigger players, 0 confidence. The mom tried everything. 0 goal last season, 9 goals this season in the first 2 months. And these kids didn't need more practice. They need someone to go to the roots. And the only missing piece is not the training ground, is the mental foundation, the mental tools that lets them actually use their skill that they already have. That's exactly what we build in our program. In 90 days, with 10 personalized coaching calls for your child, the mental patterns that are blocking them. And if your child does everything that we ask them and you don't see any results, meaning no progress at all, we're gonna continue coaching them until they do. You are so confident because if your child does the work, this is a proven method that has worked for 600 plus players. So if your child has the talent and the only thing missing is the mental edge, let's talk. Book a call here. I have a link here in the description. You can book a call and me or somebody from our team will do a call with you and your family to see if this is a good fit. And every season that you wait, your child's brain is getting better at one thing, playing in fear. So here's what the science says and what we have seen happen to kids whose parents waited too long. They say, I wish I didn't wait that long. I wish I found you 2 seasons ago. And waiting is a decision, right? I understand the instinct, kids develop, they mature, maybe confidence just comes with age and experience. For some kids, yes, but I would say 5%. So here's what I've learned working with hundreds of athletes from the age of 8 to 17. Waiting doesn't make it better. It makes it habitual. So the brain is most malleable between the ages of 9 to 15. So the beliefs of a child are built in that moment. So if you wait too long, then those beliefs are going to be more on the fear, negative, I can't do this, and believing whether they are good enough or whether they deserve to take space on the field. And those beliefs get reinforced every season, every year that goes by. Every mistake they spiral on, every moment they hold back when they should have gone for it. By the time a kid is 14, 15, most of them, 70% of those have quit. So we don't want that for your child, and you don't want to live in that regret as well. And another example, Sheila's son, Julius, was 18. right? So he came back after an injury, lost all his confidence, he wanted to quit, and his mom brought him to us and he transformed. But also Sheila enrolled his younger brother because she didn't want to go through the same thing that she went with the older kid. She already seen that waiting costs more than the investment itself. Sydney, another one that was 9 years old, perfect age for this, playing in fear. And 3 weeks in our program, she was the captain of her team and she was the youngest player. She was playing against 11 years old. So the question isn't whether your child will grow out of it. The question is how much of their youth sport experience you're willing to let fear take back while you wait to find out. Another one, David from New Jersey, playing for Cedar Star, 14 years old, shutting down after mistakes, playing in fear. His mom reached out because he wanted to quit the sport. He didn't have fun anymore. Actually, 3 weeks later, he told her, I feel unstoppable, playing his best soccer of his life. Another case, Lennon, 11 years old kid, negative, playing in fear, dealing with a coach that would yell at him constantly, a difficult environment, and after a few weeks, he was playing fearless. Another one that I remember was Sava, 12 years old, self-doubt, afraid to take risks under pressure. 2 weeks in, she described a complete mindset shift, confident, positive, aggressive, willing to take the risk. So if that's all you need to hear, I have several hundreds of testimonials in our page. I suggest you go look at them. And when you're ready, I have a link here in the description. You can book a call and see if your child is a good fit for this. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.